Welcome to this presentation. I wanted to take some time to share with you some information about Google Sites, a very powerful tool for teaching and learning. Today, I want to identify some purposes of the tool. I want to outline some of its key features. I want to also note the benefits to instructors, students, and other stakeholders. I also want to explain how the tool can help students in their learning. I also want to explain, if I can, the context of the tool in terms of its usage and its potential for collaboration and community learning and its special application in the context of the Caribbean. So, before I answer the question, what is Google Sites? I wanted to think about this for a minute. What could you, as an instructor, do with a website? What could your students do with an e-portfolio? Let's proceed to see what Google Sites is. So, Google Sites is a collaborative tool that allows you to easily create websites, host curricula, publish content to the web, share information with different stakeholders, and also it can help students create e-portfolios to share their work. One educator said, with Google Sites, website building has never been easier. With just a few clicks of a button, you can design your own classroom website that is slick and practical. End of quote. Okay, so let's talk purpose. Right? What can I do with Google Sites? With Google Sites, you can organize large amounts of information. Right? Students can also present and share information. This includes sharing, giving access to the instructor so that they can receive feedback, right? The platform, the tool allows for self-assessment, peer assessment, as well as formative assessment designed by instructors. Students can also track their learning progress, and they can do so across courses as well as within individual courses. All right, so students can also showcase their work for stakeholders like parents, the instructor, as well as potential employers for summative assessments like portfolios in the case of media-related disciplines like graphic design or digital media production or animation. All right? So those are some of the purposes you can use this tool for. Now let's look at some features of the tool. Sorry, moving a little bit too fast there. So features of the tool. The tool is very user-friendly, right? It's accessible. Of course, it assumes that you have access to the internet because it is a cloud-based tool. It is secure because those who create Google Sites generally have to give access to people to see it, even though it is published on the web, right? Also, it is a free tool. This is very important in the context of the Caribbean where budgets are being cut year on year, right? Also, there are customizable templates, right? So additionally, as you can see from that screenshot there, that is the setting to permit access to the site. Also, it is integrated with YouTube. It is integrated with Google Classroom, which a lot of teachers in the region use. Also, integration with docs. And because of the share feature, students can collaborate, right? And they can also give access, like I said earlier, to the instructor, to parents who can also observe what they are doing in their learning. I just want to extend a little bit on the fact that it is cloud-based. many students in terms of accessibility may have to access their learning from mobile phones, what we call smartphones. Some people access by tablets, some have low budget machines like Chromebooks, right? So the fact that it is not operation system dependent, it is not for Apple operating systems or Linux or Microsoft alone, but because it's cloud-based, anybody can access it, right? So that's a very, very powerful thing in terms of this tool, in terms of accessibility. Okay, now let's look at the context in which you can apply this tool. So let me first deal with geography. The tool can be applied in the region, like I said. Many teachers in the region already use Google Classroom, and Google Sites integrates perfectly with Google Classroom because it is part of the G Suite. In terms of modalities, right, for blended programs or fully online programs, the tool works just as well. In terms of time, it can work for synchronous or asynchronous program delivery, right? Also, in terms of school context, like I said, many schools already use Google Classroom. Website administrators and so on can also gather data from what is happening, because school websites can also be built using Google Sites, or individual teachers can build their own website to share information with parents, with school administrators, and with the students themselves. So there's great potential for that. Like I said earlier, because of the potential to share and provide access to the site, the potential for collaboration and community learning exists, right? Content can be shared with peers. Content from other platforms like YouTube can be integrated with sites as well. And individual learners can also post documents from Google Docs. So things like reflections, blog posts can be added to Google Sites so that reflective learning can take place. So it's a powerful tool, and it can be applied to the region because it is free, because it is cloud-based, and because many people in the region already use Google Classroom. All right, thank you so much for joining me with this presentation, right? And Google Sites, then, to conclude, is a powerful tool for organization, for presentation, for sharing, for collaboration, as well as for assessment. I hope you give Google Sites a try. Thank you very much for your time.